Top 15 must-visit places in Japan, Japan Travel Guide. Ever wondered what makes Japan a must-visit destination? Now you might be thinking, surely it's all about the sushi, sumo, and samurais, right? You won't believe the hidden gems I've uncovered in Japan. Get ready to add these 15 must-visit places to your travel bucket list. Well, my friend, if that's the case, then you're in for a delightful surprise. Japan is a land of enchanting contrasts where age-old traditions blend seamlessly with futuristic innovation. It's a place where the old and the new coexist in perfect harmony, creating a unique tapestry that's unlike anywhere else in the world. But today, we're not just going to talk about Japan's mouth-watering sushi or its mighty sumo wrestlers. No. We're going to take you on an epic journey across the land of the rising sun, exploring 15 of its most breathtakingly beautiful locations. From the majestic peak of Mount Fuji to the tranquil beauty of Kamakura and the natural wonders of Hakone, we've got a lot to uncover. So buckle up, or should I say fasten your obi, as we embark on this Japanese journey. First stop, the ever-majestic Mount Fuji, or as locals call it, Fuji-san. And no, it's not an old man named Fuji. This iconic peak, standing tall at over 3,700 meters, is not just a mountain, but a symbol of Japan itself. Imagine a snow-capped pinnacle against a crystal-clear blue sky, an image so perfect you'd think it was plucked straight from a postcard. That's Mount Fuji for you, no Photoshop required. Mount Fuji, or Fuji-san, is more than a sight for sore eyes. It's a cultural beacon, a source of inspiration for artists and poets for centuries. Its near-perfect symmetrical cone has been depicted in countless works of art, including the famous woodblock series 36 Views of Mount Fuji by Katsushika Hokusai. So if you're an artist, you might want to pack those sketch pads and watercolors, because this mountain is a muse like no other. Now, if you're more of an adrenaline junkie than an art enthusiast, Fuji-san has got you covered too. Hiking up this mammoth mountain is a favorite pastime for both locals and tourists. And the best part, you don't need to be a professional mountaineer to do it. With well-marked trails and mountain huts along the way, even a novice can conquer this peak. But remember, the official climbing season is from July to early September. Try not to be a rebel and stick to the schedule, because nature doesn't play by our rules. Oh, and while you're there, don't forget to try the local cuisine. The region is famous for its udon noodles and Yamanashi wine. How about a warm bowl of noodles after a long day of hiking? Sounds like the perfect way to end the day, doesn't it? So whether you're an artist seeking inspiration, an adventurer looking for a new challenge, or a foodie on the hunt for the next delicious meal, Mount Fuji has got something for everyone. And remember, it's Fuji-san, not Fuji-sama. Don't make it awkward. Next up, Kamakura, a city so historic even the buildings are older than your grandma's grandma. A quaint coastal city, Kamakura is an hour's train ride from Tokyo. Yet it feels like stepping back 1,000 years into a time when samurais roamed and shoguns ruled. This place is so steeped in history, you'd half expect a samurai to pop out from behind a temple, asking for directions to the nearest sushi bar. Speaking of temples, Kamakura is home to a smorgasbord of them, each with its unique charm and story. You've got the Hazadera Temple with its stunning views of the city and the ocean. There's the Hokokuji Temple, also known as the Bamboo Temple, where you can sip matcha tea surrounded by towering bamboo stalks. And let's not forget about the Tsurugaoka Hachimangu Shrine, the heart and soul of Kamakura, with its long history dating back to the 12th century. And then there's the big guy, the Daibutsu, or the Great Buddha. This bronze statue of Amida Buddha is the second tallest in Japan, standing at a height of nearly 44 feet. Imagine, that's about as tall as a 4-story building. This Buddha has been sitting in meditation since the 13th century, and let's just say, he's seen some things. If you're a fan of the arts, don't forget to check out the Kamakura Museum of Literature. Housed in a former villa of a nobleman, it displays a collection of modern Japanese literature and art. And if you prefer your art to be edible, Kamakura is also famous for its traditional sweets. A visit isn't complete without trying some hado sabure, a dove-shaped butter cookie that's been a local favorite for centuries. But perhaps the best thing about Kamakura is the sense of peace you'll find. It's a place where the modern world meets ancient history, where you can walk amongst centuries-old temples and still find a trendy coffee shop around the corner. So, if you're a history buff, or just someone who appreciates old stuff, Kamakura is your playground. Now let's take a dip in Hakone. Figuratively, of course, we're not about to skinny dip in a public hot spring. Welcome to Hakone, a place that beautifully merges tradition with nature. Nestled in the heart of Kanagawa Prefecture, this town is a picture-perfect postcard come to life. With its verdant mountains, serene Lake Ashi, and the ever-impressive view of Mount Fuji, Hakone is a feast for the eyes. But there's more to Hakone than just its breathtaking beauty. This town is a hotbed for hot springs, or as the locals call them, onsen. The hot springs here are a result of Hakone's location within the Fuji Hakone-Izu National Park, an area known for its volcanic activity. So, if you're feeling a little chilly from the mountain air, just take a dip in one of these natural hot tubs. Don't worry, the water's fine. Just remember, no cannonballs, please. And when you're done soaking up the natural goodness, wrap yourself in a yukata, a traditional Japanese robe, and head to one of the many ryokan or traditional inns scattered throughout the town. These inns offer an authentic Japanese experience, from tatami-matted rooms to futon beds. And let's not forget the meticulously prepared meals that are a symphony of flavor, color, and tradition. It's like a spa for your taste buds. Not a fan of public bathing? Hakone's got you covered. Many ryokan offer private onsen, where you can enjoy the hot spring experience in the privacy of your own room. Imagine soaking in a hot spring while sipping on sake and enjoying the view of Mount Fuji. If that's not paradise, I don't know what is. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even take a cable car ride up the mountain to Owakudani, a volcanic valley with active sulfur vents and hot springs. Just be prepared for the smell of sulfur. But hey, it's all part of the experience, right? So if you're a fan of relaxation and aren't afraid of a little public bathing, Hakone is your paradise. Alright, get ready for a rapid-fire round of some more must-visit locations in Japan. First up, buckle up your taste buds because we're heading to Osaka, the food capital of Japan. If you're not drooling at the thought of takoyaki balls and okonomiyaki pancakes, you might want to check your pulse. And hey, don't forget to participate in their kuidaori tradition, which roughly translates to eat until you drop. Sounds like my kind of party. Next, we're off to Tokyo, the city that never sleeps. From the neon lights of Shibuya Crossing to the serenity of the Meiji Shrine, Tokyo is a city of contrasts. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. But one thing is for sure, you'll never get bored here. Let's not forget the traditional heart of Japan, Kyoto. Here, you can experience a traditional tea ceremony, which is more like a dance than a drink. Just remember, it's not about the tea, it's about the journey. And speaking of journeys, if you're not too teed out, take a stroll through the Arashiyama Bamboo Grove. It's a sight for sore eyes. Now let's hop over to Nara, where the deer roam free and the temples are aplenty. And when I say the deer roam free, I mean they really roam free. Don't be surprised if you get a friendly nudge from a deer asking for a snack. They're the locals here, we're just the visitors. Next, we're off to Hokkaido, the winter wonderland. If you're a fan of snow, hot springs, and seafood, you're in for a treat. Just remember, in Hokkaido, the cold never bothered anyone anyway. Then we have the coastal city of Yokohama, where the skyline is dotted with futuristic buildings and the streets are lined with world-class ramen shops. It's like stepping into a sci-fi movie, but with a lot more noodles. Alright, let's take a breather and head to the peaceful city of Kanazawa. Here you can wander through the Kenrokuen Garden, one of the 3 great gardens of Japan. It's like walking through a painting, but without the fear of smudging the colors. Next, we're off to the mountainous region of Nagano, home to the snow monkeys. You haven't lived until you've seen a monkey taking a dip in a hot spring. It's the ultimate monkey business. Then, we have Hiroshima, a city that has risen from the ashes with grace and determination. Pay your respects at the Peace Memorial Park and then take a ferry to the nearby Miyajima Island, home to the famous floating torii gate. Next, let's head to Okinawa, where the beaches are pristine, the food is unique, and the people are the friendliest you'll ever meet. It's like Hawaii, but with a Japanese twist. Then we have the historic city of Nikko, home to the lavishly decorated Toshogu Shrine. It's like stepping into a time machine, but without the fear of altering the space-time continuum. And finally we have Sapporo, famous for its beer, snow festival, and the iconic clock tower. It's the perfect place to end your Japanese adventure. Whew, that was fast. Hope you didn't blink, or you might have missed an entire city. And there you have it, folks. 15 amazing places to visit in Japan. From the towering grandeur of Mount Fuji to the tranquil beauty of Kamakura and the hot springs of Hakone, we've journeyed through a blend of tradition and modernity, nature and urban landscapes, all in one incredible country. We've hiked, we've soaked, We've marveled at ancient temples and indulged in the most mouth-watering sushi known to mankind. We've seen cherry blossoms in full bloom, neon lights in bustling cities, and tranquil gardens designed for contemplation. But let's be honest, this is just a taste of what Japan has to offer. Each location is a unique adventure waiting to be experienced. So, whether you're a seasoned traveler or a first-time wanderer, Japan is a treasure trove of experiences that are sure to captivate, inspire, and delight. So why wait? Pack your bags, or better yet, pack your bento box and make your way to Japan. Sayonara and happy travels. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.